Welcome back, guys, to Trails of Cold Steel, where last episode we entered the old schoolhouse 6th floor, fighting through it to face off against the jewel Elvavria at its end. However, nothing occurred after its clearance, as on leaving, Celine showed herself once more, seemingly wanting something from Rean. The sun then falling above Thors, Rean found himself another task to do, as Patrick's butler is acting out of character, so we investigate after playing catch with Elisa.
That was a fun way to pass the time. I wouldn't mind doing it again sometime if you like. That'd be great. Thanks. You know, though, that's something that seriously, if people found out they were doing together, they'd really think super relationship stuff was happening. I'm not even joking. Early in our relationship, Becca and I went to play frisbee in a park, and people took that as signs that things were getting super serious. For some weird reason. It's frisbee, goodness sake. Or is it just frisbee? Alright, let's leave the school building for the time being. Let's get the student union and this done, and then go and do Patrick's quest, I think. Oh yeah, and also given these. We've got adamantine steak. Missed. Oh my, never seen a dish quite like this before. Give me your reward. Here's a little gift in exchange. I hope it helps you like you've helped me. Not good enough? Give me better? Am I so late already? Perhaps I let myself get a little too wrapped up in my research. Allow me to tell you about everything I was working on as my way of saying thanks for reminding me of the time. No thanks. Now that you know the time, I couldn't possibly ask you to give up so much of it. I want a quartz. Let's hamper him with rice. Dear me, I've never seen a dish quite like this before again. So we're at 16. Is that the amount of recipes I have, is it? Yeah, 16. Took some time to research previous festivals and their events. There are many that could potentially work, but our numbers don't do us any favours, and some are too similar to what other classes are planning. We may have reached an unfortunate impasse here. We're running out of time, but let's not give up just yet. I'm sure there's an idea out there that's the perfect fit for us. You can only hope. I'm planning on opening up the library during the festival and setting up a little picture book corner for children. I've done it for years now, and it usually draws a decent number of visitors. I should probably start thinking about which books to put out this year. I should put out... Christ! Who's gonna die first? The best children book of the nation. The #1 seller. Alright, so that's checked out. So let's go to the student union next. We know who the champion is, and that's Angelica. I think and I were bouncing ideas off each other, but nothing really seemed to stick in the end. And I think the same thing would happen even if we got the rest of the class in on it too. Maybe we need to step back and rethink our approach. Well, we're about to find out what that approach is going to be. What version of music is it going to be? Kind of have a good idea for this festival is harder than I thought. Especially when all the other classes and clubs have started preparing. It makes me feel the need to rush things along. The last thing you want to do is panic and end up with something really boring though. I think I'll have to throw in the towel and admit defeat here. Don't admit defeat. We need you to think. And then it'll come out like oomph. You know what I mean? Yeah, sure. Nope, not getting it at all. Come on. Our whole class is supposed to work on our event. Trying to explain it in a way a normal person could understand. Female student. That's how she normally explains stuff. What would be the best way to decorate the cafeteria? What? You don't think I'm going to decorate it myself, do you? A girl from the student council asked me to think about decorations, so that's what I'm doing. Reluctantly. Yeah, reluctantly. You're in, aren't you? Oh, we haven't looked at the paper yet still. During the festival, not only will we be serving food, but the cafeteria will double as a rest area too. It's always a special kind of lively here during the festival, so my husband and I are really looking forward to it. Not that he'll ever admit it. The chef's name is Ramsey. He doesn't look like a Gordon to me, I've got to say. Did we talk to these guys? The Cross Club's come a long way since the beginning of the year. There's nothing more for us to do but help create a memorable festival. Of course, we don't want to take the spotlight off you first years. The festival is yours to define. Sometimes I wonder if my short memory is so bad that I walk past an NPC and then I talk to him again. Looks like the Cross Club's going to be fine next year with Alyssa and Ferris around. Fellas, Telesia and I don't even have a half a year left before we graduate, but it's nice to leave the club in such good hands. That's definitely a weight off my shoulders. It's going to be interesting, obviously going into the second year and having new first years to baby. I heard you went into that old schoolhouse again for another investigation. All that investigating you're doing is getting me curious about that place. No matter how many times people explore it or try to figure things out, it seems like it never gets any less mysterious. Seems that way, doesn't it? 42,000 mirror! That'll all disappear in a blink of an eye when we visit the next level shop. I finished writing up the prologue for the plot outline you gave me. I might have gotten a bit carried away with my own interpretation of some of the scenes though. Warn me in advance. Just how graphic does it get? We may have to sort out some issues here. I'll leave coming up with ideas to you for now, Rean. Got it. And what are the main characters' names? Rean? Rean Gaius. I'm used to writing stuff explicitly for women of similar tastes, so this is turning out to be a little tricky. With our powers combined, I'm Captain Planet. I'm sure it's going to turn out great. Sure. How explicit? I didn't even see you when I came up the stairs. Oh, Ferris, my sister supreme! Your expression of late stirs an indestructible and enormous pride within me. One could readily liken it to the serene radiance given off by snow as it melts under the gentle sunlight. Rejoice, Ferris! Join your brother in his carnival of unending joy! Do you ever stop being so aggravating? Why must you bother me whenever Celestin is too busy for your nonsense? You've grown rather fond of the lacrosse club, have you not? This calls for a celebration. What say you to enjoying some tea at the salon? Nothing but the finest, of course. Why must he blow everything out of proportion? Just because Serifra is currently occupied doesn't give him carte blanche to bother me. I'm not allowed, so. Late Lord's busy fishing. Maybe he's in Trista. All the clubs are closed, as usual. Now, apart from you. You just always stand in front of that crystal ball. Seems as though a girl in Class 7 and I may be kindred spirits. My crystal ball tells me that she will play a part in something far greater than we could know. Not only that, I've caught her speaking to a black cat more than once. Fate seems to have many hardships in store for the poor girl. I hope someday she'll feel like talking about it at least. Wait, is Emma super plot important? Like, obviously she is anyway, but is she... Could she be really super duper plot important? Oh, this would be interesting. Could the plot be more about Emma driving it than Rean? Because it actually kind of seems that way right now. Does to me anyway. I've already spoke to you guys, so we're just left with the main school left. So before we go into there and start talking to everyone, I guess we should go to Trista first. And get our other reward, which will just be EP charges. On the upper class dorm. Oh, she's not here? Maybe she's inside. Where is she? That's not you. Server's over here. Now that summer is drawn to a close, I believe a change of menu is in order. As Master Vincent is quite keen on Thors glass, perhaps I will serve it seared atop a truffle garnished fillet steak. This dorm is incredible as ever. I can't even imagine eating like that every day. But, okay, you're not eating silly, weird food, like high-class food, but I'm pretty sure you're being made ridiculous good food. It seems that way for school students. What are you complaining about? Oh, hello there. Is there something I can help you with? I'm actually looking for Celestin. You haven't seen him around anywhere, have you? I have, but he left for your dorm just a short while ago. You mentioned having something to collect from Sharon. From Sharon, huh? I wonder what it is. Thank you very much for the info. I'll try to catch him over there. In the meantime, let me offer you my unique dishes, because I know it's you. Wow, no idea such delicious-looking food existed. But no reward yet. Now is our reward. Artistic omurice. Thank you very much. This should be a great help. Please allow me to return the favour. 5 Tyrol bombs. And there we go. Juicy kebab. That's 16. Now we just need the last 4 recipes, wherever they are. So he's gone that way. May as well check out the remaining places. I know, though, that we're not actually going to get anything else by talking to people at this point. What am I bragging about how I can cook ended up backfiring on me? Now I'm in charge of making Eastern tea cake things for my class's attraction. Oh, I don't even know how to make them, so I'll have to look up a recipe somewhere. Bragging always gets you in trouble. Sounds like I'll be having a wee competition with Hugo at the festival. I'll be selling yakisoba and he'll be selling crepes. Just you wait, Hugo. You'll have a blast neck when I sell more than ye. What, you're actually going to cast him in brass? The student councils... Brass neck? What's that mean? I live in the UK. The student council's impossibly busy thanks to the Academy Festival. Which reminds me, your class still hasn't submitted a thing, has it? Well, good luck with whatever you do. We hope for the best for you all. Never heard of that. Rubberneck? Sure, I've heard of that idiom. We're taking all the children to the Academy Festival next month. I will see all of you there. I'll be there, alright. In fact, how about the two of us just go together? I'm not sure about that. You really would be able to walk around on your own, but there are other younger children who will need to be accompanied. As a sister, it's my duty to make sure that everyone can enjoy themselves. Yeah, I suppose you're right. I can't speak to him on his own. Bye-bye, Asta. Now I get it. He's got a crush on Rosine. Man, just look at that dumb look on his face. That's the thing. Lake Law's out here. Lake Law's being watched. I'm helping Kenny think up stuff for the festival. I think you should put up a bunch of fish up. Yeah, smelly fish. Everyone would think they were so cool. Maybe I should display all the fish I've caught them. Maybe he should. I was going to ask my brother for some advice on what to do about the festival. Turns out I can't get in touch with him for some reason. I'm just going to have to think of something myself then. I mean, don't you take photos of the fish? I mean, storing those fish is going to be a bit harder, isn't it? So many people to talk to. It's even the afternoon. They haven't gone in, have they? First years do all the heavy lifting to set up the festival events, don't they? Well, they certainly did a great job last year. Had a delightful time. Can't wait to see how this year's turns out. Hi, Laura. By doing this, you can turn it into an octodog. Oh, they're talking about bento stuff. My word, you transformed that hot dog into an octopus. I didn't know you were capable of such miracles, Monica. Well, I don't know if I'd go that far. But how about I teach you how to make them? Then you can be a miracle worker too. You mean it? Thank you so much. Seems like she's really taking the cooking. Guess I'll have to octodogs. Guess I'll have to octodogs, yes. To look forward to next time she makes something, sure. Amazing. To think that one could fashion a hot dog into a little octopus or cut an apple into the shape of a rabbit. I wasn't aware that cooking was such an intricate art. Do you know, like, one of the cutest things that anyone can display? As in, like, anyone, as in not just a cute, girls are cute, boys are cute, you know. Passion in something. Super interest in something. That really is, like, one of the things. When someone is super into something, that is, I'd say, like, a thing that could be considered an attractive quality. I've always gotten hooked on cooking lately. It's nice to be able to teach her something after being her pupil for so long. Of course, then I guess people would say, well, it depends on the thing you're into. Super into stalking Vincent isn't attractive. I made some cookies at the cooking club today. Nicholas and Margarita got all freaked out about it, but it was super fun. What'd you do this time? I let Lammy help me flatten out the cookie dough, but he kind of flattened the whole board on accident. It's almost charmed when you put it like that. What is it, board cookie now? My K sensors are tingling. Is he bugging poor Rosine again? He always gets carried away because she's such a sweet person. Well, my sensors aren't always right. And we finally made it to our dorm through people aplenty. Keep those beers coming. Looks like she's pretty wasted. I should just let her sleep it off. Yeah, I guess being super interested in alcohol isn't exactly that interesting. Hello, Master Rean. Is there something you need from me? I'm actually searching for Celestin right now. Celestin. Have you seen him? I heard that he was headed over here. Indeed, you missed him by a matter of moments. As it happens, I made too much for dinner this evening, so I decided to offer him what we wouldn't be able to eat, which he said he would gladly take off our hands. So he was here to collect it. I see. Maids and butlers have their own economy here, don't they? Does that mean he headed back to the upper class dorm then? Not necessarily. There was something about his demeanour today that seemed quite different than usual. I was considering a brief stop at Kirsch's on his way back to unwind a little. Though I can't say for sure that he's headed there. Kirsch's, was it? Well, that's my next stop at least. Thank you, Sharon. You're very welcome. I happen to be in the middle of dinner preparations. There is still some time until everyone else returns, so dinner will have to wait until then. If you have any remaining business, it may be wise to finish it now. So I guess we have to narrow it down to really into something that's acceptable by society. We live in one, you know. Can't just be really into, like, pavement dog poos. No one will find you attractive that way. It's a great image for you all. Alright, let's continue to talk. We're going to Kirsch's bar, so we may as well do a loop. Haha, Mummy and Daddy are always like this. Sheesh. Aww. Oh, Hannah, my beautiful bride. After seemingly endless days and nights of longing, I finally returned to your side. Oh, Harrison, dear husband, I would never gave up hope that you would return. No words now, just your sweet embrace. Oh my, I'm sorry. I got caught up in Harrison's silly act. Oh, it's so embarrassing when your neighbor sees everything. So sorry, we got a little caught up in the festive mood. Now I'm really embarrassed. Someone's having a brother or sister for you soon, I think. I'm still in the incredibly lovey-dovey phase. Wouldn't surprise me any bit. You should be able to make it just in time. Well, with little Toby on the case, I'm sure we won't have much to worry about. I wonder what he's talking about. What? Huh? Oh, hey, kid. Lots of dangerous stuff happening these days, so be careful on your way home. In town? Okay, Mitch, what are you talking about? Well, we did walk into the house. Yes, we are the invaders here. I wasn't going to turn around and go, ugh, you disgusting people. You can practically see the changing of the seasons of the sunset. Well, that and the fact that the summer flowers have all withered away. But now it's time for the autumn flowers to start blooming. Well, it's always saddening to see flowers wither away. No one can stop the changing of the seasons. No, they cannot. Let's go Keen's bookstore next. This isn't the first time Kay's dueled on his way back home. If he's not going to study, he could at least lend me a hand. Should we tell him that he's just into, like, an older woman? Will that make him happy or sad? Don't try to get me to pronounce Celestin's name again. Celestin. That's his name. Abbott seems awfully worried. Do you think we'll really end up going to war with Crossbell? I hope not. Hopefully not. The Imperial Liberation Front is still at large, it would seem. I can't relax knowing that those loonies are still running around out there. Alright, he's right there. Nothing gets that feeling of youth quite like the Academy Festival. They tell me Crow pulled off something really crazy last year. No idea what though, since I didn't get to see it. No sir. Right, let's talk to you then and find out what else is going on. Celestin. Good day, Master Rean. My apologies as always for the constant trouble Master Patrick causes you. Oh, no worries, he's not half as much trouble as he tries to be. Hold on a sec, is that alcohol you're drinking? Not even I can escape the allure of drinking on the job once in a while. Sorry, that was my terrible attempt at a joke. Of course this is non-alcoholic. I'm here for the atmosphere rather than the intoxication. I see. Patrick was right, he is acting kind of strange. So let me get to the bottom of this. Hey, Celestin. If I may, Master Rean, allow me to guess the sequence of events that brought you here. On your way to the training hall, you just so happened to bump into Master Patrick. After a period of guarded discussion, he let slip his worries about me. And being the paragon of selflessness you are, you offered to talk with me, which ultimately led you here. Am I correct? You haven't been watching us from the shadows or anything, have you? Not at all. It was a simple deduction when you know the pieces in play and the surrounding circumstances. However, the real surprise is that Master Patrick could bring himself to make a request of you. It must have caused him more concern than I'd ever imagined. He's really worried about you. I don't want to ask you to say any more than you're comfortable with, but isn't there anything you can tell me? Let's just say things are rather complex. Then would you prefer to talk to Patrick about whatever's going on? I feel kind of bad for him the way things stand. I understand. You come all this way for Master Patrick's sake, so it would be rude of me to leave things as they are. I'm just telling you everything would be a bit of a bore, so why don't we play a little card game? No! I lose at card games. What kind of card game? I have 2 blade cards here. One card is a 1 and the other is a 7. Now watch carefully as I shuffle these. Correctly guess which one is the 7 and you win. Do that and I'll tell you everything you wish to know. Well, if you don't mind me getting one question in now, is there a point to all of this? I mean, it's kind of an unusual requirement, but this is a deeply personal matter, so I'm a little hesitant to discuss it. In other words, I'd rather put myself into a situation in which I don't have the choice not to. Now it makes sense. Well then, I accept your challenge. I don't! I'll guess wrong! Thank you. And please choose, Master Rean. Which card is the 7? It's the card on the right, right? But it could be any card because once they're together, you can just move them out the other way. It's definitely the card on the right. The chat agrees it's the right card. The right card is right. But to be honest, it's a game, so it could be either card. He could have dropped the card through his legs and into a bag underneath, you know? He could cheat too. I'll go with the card on the right. Understood? Allow me to flip the card. And there's a 7. Looks like a win, Celestin. Indeed. Excellently played, Master Rean. So if you wouldn't mind, Fear not, I'm a man of my word. But how do I begin? I recently received a direct order to return to the Hyam's household from the Marquis himself. In fact, I'm expected to return to St. Arc as early as next week. Are you serious? Gravely. Personally, I'd much rather, stay by Master Patrick's side. However, I've been told that things are getting hectic over there. I see. I'm surprised to hear that the Marquis himself would ask for Celestin specifically. He must be even more talented than we think he is. However, Marquis Hyams is an incredibly good-hearted man. It's entirely possible that he will allow me to continue to do as I wish so long as I carry out the duties he asks of me. So I've been trying to find a way to remain in Trista, no matter how much additional work I must do. That's what has made me so occupied of late. And that, embarrassingly enough, has been the root of my odd behaviour. Now to do it. Do you mind if I ask you why you want to stay by Patrick's side that much, though? Perhaps it does seem a bit strange from your perspective. I'm afraid we don't have time for the full story, but I will say this. Master Patrick was the one to treat me not as a servant, but as an equal. He gave me a place in the world that others couldn't, and for that, I would do anything for him. I never knew. This is what Patrick meant when he said there are more than just master and servant. That said, I feel terrible that my attempts to remain by his side have caused him so much concern. Telling you all of this has made up my mind. How so? I've decided I'm going to tell his lordship exactly how I feel. Should that fail, I will simply have to think of something else, but I will stay with Master Patrick. But it was speaking to you that allowed me to reach that conclusion. If Master your force offered me help, then I'm glad I was here. Well then, I shouldn't waste another minute here if I want to settle this. Allow me to take my leave, Master Rean. Good luck. I hope it works out for you. Also, could I ask you to explain my behaviour to Master Patrick? I have some explaining my own to do later, of course, but I would like it if you could at least share the basic details of my feelings on the matter with him. Of course, you can count on me. Job done there. Sorry, I'm just so paranoid that there would be some kind of trick. Hey, look who's up here! What were you doing hanging around the old schoolhouse, Salim? Is there something you want to tell me? Meow. Oh yeah, I guess that's about as much as a cat can tell me. Fresh milk for days. She seems so happy. Maybe I'll bring her some more another time. Always giving Celine... I wish cats yawned with noise. Maybe they should figure that suspicious. They didn't really make a yawning noise like that. Well, let's go warp back to Patrick, I feel. We haven't actually spoke to Milliam over here yet. No, we have. They smashed the cookies. Milliam smashed the cookies. See, that's how short-term my memory is. No joke. That's how bad it is. Did you get anything out of Celestin? I did. Rean told Patrick about their card game and what Celestin told him afterward. So he's been told to return to St. Arc, and he's still doing everything in his power to prevent that from happening. Trying to take action without consulting me again. What foolishness. Why do you seem so happy about that? Happy? Sometimes I wonder what colour your sky is, Schwarzer. Besides, even if Celestin were forced to leave my side, I would be perfectly... No matter. You did well today. You're the last person I want to be indebted to, so take this and call us even. Patrick thrust the steel blue into Rean's hands. Hold on, I didn't help you expecting some kind of a reward. That just makes things even worse. I no wish to be in your debt. Think of this as me having filed a formal request and you haven't fulfilled it. Nothing more. As such, you receive your reward, walk away, and no loose ends remain. Got it. Celestin's secret has been completed. What is this new attachment we've got? Of course, we've got the Grail lock on you, haven't we? We've already got a salmon badge. Oops. I bought a second one, haven't I now? Clear blue or still blue. Grants poison, blind, burn, ATS plus 50 is pretty good. Just for increasing someone's attacking potential. You've done what I need you to. Your presence is no longer necessary. Do not mistake my relieved expression for one of gratitude. Nothing could be further from the truth. But Patrick's always Patrick, so... Come on, we can be friends. Don't have to be this way. Well, school is still as full as it ever is, so let's check out the first floor before we go to the second floor, and we're finally about to see Towa and see what happened at last year's festival. The Academy Festival is really meant to highlight the first years. There's tradition for each class to work together on their own festival event. It makes every year uniquely charming. Be sure that you make this year distinctly your own. The memories will last you the rest of your life. Oh, are you looking for Fee? She's taking a nap at the moment. She showed up talking about having to use her head too much today. I'll make sure to send her home before it gets dark, so don't you worry. Fee's just conked out over here, has she? We're really struggling to come up with something, aren't we? Maybe inspiration will strike if I lie down. You're just looking for an excuse to sleep, aren't you? Perhaps. At least she's honest. I'm tired after thinking all day. Well, the rest is in your hands, Rean. I can treat that as honest. I like the honesty. Oh, how did the food go? He's just eating it. You know, I never noticed it before, but I think those two would make a good couple. I think I just came up with my greatest idea yet. No, Mint! Don't ruin people's lives like that. Not that they can't be together and they can't be good together. I'm just saying don't force it. You might ruin something that might happen naturally. Huh, this isn't bad, actually. When I heard you were going to cook for me, I made my piece of adios and braced for death, but you did good. He's still supportive, though. Would you care for some tea? I would, actually. Thank you very much. Hey, Mint. Thanks. I appreciate it. Sorry, would you say that again just a little louder? I don't think I heard you. What a brat. What a brat. You should really mint her own business. You waiting for all puns you can make? Thank you for the cheer. Mint came along to celebrate Instructor Mackerel's birthday. Celebrating with your family truly is a wonderful thing, isn't it? There's something about seeing those two together that makes me feel at ease. How's the Vice Principal taking this? Thinking back on last year's festival, there was one particular event that was conducted without express permission. Let me tell you, it hardly seemed appropriate for an on-campus event. They did at least exercise some degree of restraint. Besides, it wasn't my place to shepherd them. The festival's run by the students, after all, not the faculty. Ooh. So, whatever Towa did, whatever Crow and all that did, was not appreciated by the Vice Principal, I'd imagine. I've been asked to assist with the preparation for this most field study. But the exact nature of my assistance is a military secret. I'm afraid that if I told you any more, I'd have to kill you. You just have to wait until the day off. Day of, even. Why'd you have to kill me? I've done, I'm already holding state secrets. What's one more? So nothing of note happened once you finish exploring the bottom floor. As unsatisfying a conclusion it may be, we have no choice but to accept it for now. As such, I hereby declare the exploration of the old schoolhouse complete. My thanks for cooperating these past few months. Need some money for it, though. I'm kidding. I'm not asking for payment, honest. But when will I have done enough stuff to please him? To earn that medal. Last floor, and we'll be ending our day. I finally finished picking out which pieces to display during the festival. Now I want to hear a peep out of the instructors. Okay, time to get back to work. It's one of the rare bits where she's not standing there. One of those rare times we've seen her in a different location. Home-mate room's closed, music room's closed. Colette isn't running around. There's someone in class 7? That's Crow, isn't it? You just sit at your desk for the fun of it, do you? What are you up doing here, Crow? Oh, nothing much. Did something happen? Nah, I just feeling a bit sentimental. Nothing serious. Don't worry about it, man. Really? Oh god, I wonder what that was about, but now we can't see it. But you can if you buy Trolls of Cold Steel and play it through. Advertise, advertise, advertise for the game. Go on, you know you want to. I know that I've told you I had to kill you as a joke thing, but I'm looking at it from the logical perspective of I know state secrets already. I know about a terrorist attack, you can tell me. Alright, in we go. Let's find out what they did last year. Well, here we are. I wonder if Towa's already inside. After entering the computer room, you won't be able to roam around for the remainder of the day. Any bonding events which have not been triggered will no longer be viewable. We did bonding with Alyssa. We have no bonding stuff. We've got our... There's a couple of people we didn't speak to. Well, we got our hidden quest. Usually we should be done with all that. So let's go for it. Trying to think about, are we done or not? I don't know.
Huh? Doesn't sound like she's here yet. Oh. least she's getting some rest. Must be a rare treat for her. What to do, though? I'd almost feel bad about waking her.
Wake her by poking her cheeks or let her sleep. What am I supposed to do? It seems like she does deserve sleep, but we need to know about what we're gonna do. I feel like we should let her sleep. Towa! Towa! Are you awake, Towa? Are you awake?
She must be really tired. I should let her sleep a while longer. Oh, right. There we go. I guess I'll just read a book or something while I'm waiting.
Huh? Where am I? A jacket?
Oh, hey, you're awake.
Huh? Rean? Oh, right. I came here after the conference was over. So this jacket is... Oh no! I'm so sorry! I can't believe I fell asleep after asking you to come all the way here.
Don't worry about it. You're doing me a favor here. I appreciate you taking the time out of your schedule for me.
Aww. Why is it that you always seem to catch me at the weirdest moments? Still, thanks.
No problem. Glad to do what I can. It wasn't too hot, was it?
No, of course not. It felt really nice and warm. But anyway, that's not the point. Now, listen here, Rean.
Huh?
I mean, lending me your jacket was very sweet and gentlemanly of you, and I'm kind of happy you did. But it's not very gentlemanly to sit and stare at a girl when she's sleeping, you know.
I'm sorry? You were sleeping so peacefully that it seemed almost wrong to wake you up. But I guess it was inconsiderate of me to just let you nap there.
No. I'm not annoyed with you. It's just kind of weird to randomly watch people sleep, you know? If it was someone else, they might have misunderstood. Anyway, I asked you to meet me here so I could show you more about the concert we put on for last year's festival.
Oh, you mean the one you did with Angelica, Crow, and George? Do you have some record of it here?
Actually, I do. George was testing out some kind of orbital video camera that was being developed by the Ruhr Institute of Technology. And we've still got the recording here.
An orbital video camera?
Yeah, the technology is different from what they use for the orbital net. Actually, it's probably faster to just show you. Let me bring it up on the screen.
Oh, you've got pictures of it.
More than just pictures. Just watch.
Amazing.
I know, right? It plays back images and sound at the same time, so it's like a radio and a camera combined. The quality might be a bit rough, but it really feels like you're right there, doesn't it?
It's really something else.
Oh, there we are going up.
Wow.
Isn't it cool? It's called Rock. It's making a splash in the music scene abroad. They use orbital audio technology to amplify guitars for it. It's a pretty bold sound, huh?
It definitely is. And, speaking of bold, how about that outfit?
I forgot about the outfit. Don't look at that. Just focus on the performance.
This is... Bravo! That was incredible! I wish I could have been there to see it in person.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. So was that any help?
Help? This is exactly what I was looking for. I'm not sure if we can put together something as flashy as this, but we do have Elliot, and he knows his music, so I think we might have a chance.
I'm glad to hear it. Crow was the one who planned all of this out, so he's the one you should ask about how to put a program like this together. Angie did our choreography, and George got all the instruments together for us. I'm sure they'd help out if you asked.
I think I just might. We have to get our preparations for the festival underway.
Oh, I put a copy of the video onto this memory quartz for you, too. If you put this memory quartz into the orbital projector here, you can watch the video anytime you want. Maybe you can bring everyone from your class here and show it to them tomorrow.
Yeah. Thanks for everything, Towa. I mean, I asked for help, but you really went above and beyond. I don't really know how to thank you.
You're always looking out for me, Rean. It's the least I could do. Besides, I'm sure this idea will spark some lively discussion within your class. It's not a done deal yet, but I'm really curious to see how things turn out.
Me too.
I was really hoping it'd be death metal with Towa singing. That'd be great. They got USBs! Well, that seems to have gone over well. I could see Elliot's eyes light up when I mentioned it. So it looks like Class 1 is definitely putting on a play. And not just any play, a full-scale classical operetta with all the trimmings. Even if an operetta is shorter than a full opera, this is Class 1 we're talking about, I'm sure they'll spare no expense on the outfits and stage design. True, if they had any more blowhards, they'd be a wind tunnel. Nice one. Class 2 looks like they're going to run with their idea of doing some kind of indoor garden. From what I heard, they want something based on the motif of the night sky. Or motif. Sounds like quite the elaborate setup. Class 3 is intending to run a game of room based around Blade. I'm not going there. I heard they're planning to decorate the room like a castle and provide lessons for beginners. I need them. As well as advanced matches. Huh, really? Class 4 is going to be doing an Eastern-style cafe of sorts. They're claiming you could enjoy an exotic dining experience. Not sure what they mean by Eastern-style, though. Well, my sword is technically Eastern-style, I guess. But yeah, that seems like an awfully broad term. You don't really see too much stuff in the Eastern Erebonia. Class 5's doing something kind of different. They'll be using the training hall for some attraction they call Mishi Panic. Wait, isn't Mishi the mascot of that big theme park in Crossbell? Kind of a strange choice considering the current political climate. I'm kind of a Mishi fan though. One time Lecter brought me back a Mishi keychain. It's pretty cool. Oh, the intelligence division never struck me as the type who would budget for souvenirs. Anyway, the captain of the riding club is intending to organise some manner of horse racing event. Officially there's to be no gambling, but with our senior colleague involved, I'm sure Free Enterprise will find a way. Really, Crow? Towa's not going to like it if she finds out. Oh, come on, it's a festival! A little low-stakes fun never hurt anyone. A number of second years are planning to run stalls, and many clubs are intending to put on events as well. But in terms of scale, the 5 classes are our main competition. I heard attendees will be able to vote on which class's event they like most, with the winner to be announced during the evening's festivities. That sounds like it's going to make things awfully competitive. Still, it's that much more incentive to make our class contribution one to remember. Which leads us to our current problem. What do we do? I'm thinking we should avoid doing anything that would require large-scale equipment. With our numbers and the time we have to prepare, I doubt we could get it set up or even spare someone to operate it. Yeah, make a good point. But if we take that into account, just about the only other option we have is doing something on the auditorium stage. And it's worth noting that using the stage would put us in direct competition with Class 1. We can't very well put on a production like theirs though, we just look like copycats. Whatever we end up going with, it should be something we can all have a part in. Maybe a martial arts demonstration with a few sparring matches? No, that would probably get turned down as too dangerous. Not a bad line of thought though, that's my original line of thought. Kinda. What about a cooking contest? Oh, I call judge! Our troubles are over. I just had a visionary idea we could do with the academy pool. Picture this. Stunning ladies in bikinis, wrestling piggyback in the pool. Come for the fights, stay for the accidental exposure. I think not. Get out. No. This is getting us nowhere. They all sound like fun though. Does the last one? Actually, I did find one idea I think we might be able to use. You did? Really? I bet Towa told you, huh? Yeah, she showed me the video too. I can't believe you never even mentioned it. You guys put on an amazing show. Well, I'm the lone second year here. Didn't want to rob you bright-eyed first years of the full festival experience. So what's this idea then? Does the student council president suggest something to you? Yeah, she showed me a video of a concert that she, Crow, George and Angelica put on for last year's festival. A concert on stage, with vocals. Oh, that does sound interesting. I have heard that there was one event at last year's festival that really drove the crowds wild. I've heard similar things, but I had no idea Crow was involved. Yeah, it's pretty spur in the moment though, so it was too late for them to put us on the official poll. If folks had been able to vote for us, I don't doubt we would have ranked right up near the top. Without seeing it for ourselves, it's difficult to say whether we'd be able to do something similar. You got me curious though. Sounds great, let's do it! You said you saw the video, right? Can you show us too? Yeah, Towa gave me a copy of it. Let's get together during lunch tomorrow and watch it. I do wonder how the women will react to the outfits.
I can't wait to see the looks on their faces when they see it. Though I imagine Towa's outfit might raise more than a few questions too. Oh, it's 9 already? Abend time should be on soon.
I've got to read the paper.
I'm Misty, and this is Radio Trista. It's 9 p.m. on the 19th of the 9th month. If only I was dressed to the nines to match. It feels like we're finally getting the break we deserve from a long string of uncomfortably humid nights. That's right, fall is finally here, and it's brought its cool night breezes and gentle chirping of insects with it. Along with that respite, Erebonians everywhere are turning to their true autumn passions, food and sports. What do all of you out there look forward to when you realize fall's almost here? For me, it's definitely the food. The crops come into season, ready for the harvest. I can only imagine how much work it has to be for all those farmers. But I can't wait for my first roasted chestnuts of the season. It's just about time for those to start popping up too. Sure, I'll never turn down a Marron Glacé or a Mont Blanc, but roasted is the way chestnuts were meant to be. That soft, melt-in-your-mouth taste, that sweet fragrance, simply irresistible. Whoops! The director's over there giving me the stink eye. Someone hasn't eaten dinner yet, I'll bet. Anyway, fall is also known for being a season for the arts. One of the Empire's most popular cultural institutions is the opera, and no one does opera like Heimdall's famous opera house. But as far as music goes, I'm a sucker for the classics. I still sing along whenever I hear The Whereabouts of Light. I stare in disbelief as you fade away, like a dimming star beneath the coming day. Whoa there, almost felt like I was in my shower back home. Speaking of music, some fresh new genres have been gaining popularity lately, both at home and abroad.
She really does have a pretty voice. Though I guess you kind of have to in order to be a big opera singer like that. I don't know if singing on the air like that is such a good idea if she's trying to keep her identity under wraps, though. We've got our practical exam coming up next week, then another field study over the weekend. Sounds like things are going to be even busier than usual. I'd better brace myself for an exhausting week.
And so we move over to the Monday. Not a practical exam, but to show them at lunchtime, I imagine. Let's see how everyone reacts. That'd be interesting to find out. Whoa. That was way cool. Very impressive. That was neat. Well, it was certainly quite a technical display. And if you think we're going to put on outfits like that and prance around on stage, you must be dreaming. Well, the outfits all depend on what kind of performance we put on. The clothes have to fit the mood and the music. Right, Crow? Yeah, we did a rock song last year. So if our outfits didn't scream rock, the whole performance would have lacked something, in my opinion. But it's more, that was maybe a bit more J-poppy J-rock. A bit different. Though, in my infinite wisdom, I'd like to point out that revealing outfits will be popular regardless of the music. You guys... Outfits aside, it does seem like a bold concept, if you would think to put on a performance like that. If we put in the time to practice, we may even compare favourably with Class 1's operetta. Well, Elliot's the music expert here. Do you think there's any chance we could put on a performance like this? Hold on. So first things first, how many of us can actually play an instrument? You learned the lute from your dad, right, Rean? Yeah, I'm no virtuoso, but I can play, as long as the music's not too complicated. And Alyssa, you can play the violin, right? Yeah, my grandfather taught me. Guys, you can play the sitar, was it? Been playing it for years. I can play the piano, so with the four of us, it looks like we have our instruments covered. Guess that means we need to work on our music and lyrics and decide who's going to be on vocals. So yeah, it really depends on what sort of music we want to do. But I think we can pull off an impressive performance. Great. Well, when you put it that way, it doesn't sound like such a bad idea. That's true, it seems fitting for a festival too. Sounds good to me. Yeah, let's do it! And the matter is settled. I'm in favour too. I dread the thought of what the instructor would do if we didn't have anything decided by today. So we leave the musical responsibilities in Elliot's hands then. Yeah, I think he's in the best position to decide the style of the performance, our songs, and what we should each be doing. Okay with you, Elliot? Sure thing. I haven't spent all these years studying music for nothing. Oh, and Crow, do you think you could give us some help with the outfits and with getting hold of the equipment we'll need? I'd like us to do as much of this ourselves as we can. Sure, I'll do what I can. This might be a temp thing and all, but I am part Class 7. So if you're going all in, I'll throw my chips in your pile. Crow. Crow. Wow. Maybe I've had you pegged wrong all this time. Oh, they're actually going Crow. Not Crow, like gambling. So just leave those outfits in my capable hands. I'll make sure you all shine like stars up there. Especially the ladies. Take it all back. You don't even try to hide it. We're counting on you to keep him tasteful, Rean. Right, tasteful. Sure. See, there's rockier J stuff, but that's very much on the J-pop side of rock, I'd say. Not trying to knock the music or the style or the genre as well, because face it, one of the things weirdly about Japanese music as well, when you've got like killer bass, so technically proficient people, it's insane. Some of those songs are just like, they're out there. First, congratulations are in order. Took you long enough, but you finally decided what to do for the festival. So you're following in Towa's footsteps and putting on a concert, huh? Have you decided what kind of music you want to do? Ooh, I don't know. What about, what's the name of the band? Damn it, I forgot. Nothing's Carved in Stone. That's a good Japanese rock band. They did the theme song for Psycho Pass, the first series. And that album is really good. I really enjoyed that album. So in Towa's footsteps, yeah, we're putting on a concert. What kind of music are we going to do? Well, we've got sitars and lutes. So maybe it's Yodie, I don't know. Not exactly. We're still kind of getting things sorted. At the very least, it should be pretty easy to decide who's playing an instrument and who'll be on vocals. I'm not actually sure if you ever even touched an instrument. Can't say I have either. You probably need at least some rudimentary experience to play an instrument at the festival. I had the pleasure of seeing last year's concert live. They put on a real show. Rean and Crow, you two are handling all the outfits, right? You guys have that under control. Yep, we've got that shit on lockdown. Well, we've narrowed it down to 15 most promising designs. Hey, Dios, save us all. I suppose we'll just have to rely on Rean to save us from being dressed by Crow. Honestly, I feel a little envious. If I were 5 years younger, I'd jump right up on stage with all of you and have a great old time. Hey, what are you looking at me like that for? Let's get Instructor Sarah in her outfit. She could be the one in the outfit dancing. Yes! Just give her some alcohol first. You won't know what's going on. It's a plan. Instructor, how old are you again? Aren't you in your mid-20s? What's wrong with that? She's younger than me. Even if you were 5 years younger, graduation would still be years behind you. Hush you! For us ladies, everything up to the mid-20s is just a warm-up. And men, they're like fine wines, better with age. I'm not sensitive about it, really. It's just another valuable life lesson that is my duty as your instructor to impart. Anyway, as much as I'm looking forward to the festival, that's not why we're here today, are we? Not only do you have no field study next month, it looks like you're off the hook as far as a practical exam goes too. So since this will be our last practical exam for a while, I figured I'd crank up the challenge a couple of notches. No! Go away! Go away! I already got beaten up once today. Wait, are you saying... Are you going to serve as our opponent? Bingo! Just think of it as the long-awaited second round of May's exam. If you want to get back at me, now's your chance. But you'd better bring it, because I'm not going to go easy on you. Alright, Rean, pick 2 for your team, because you're up first. Got it. Well, I'm obviously going to have to pick Emma, because, again, it's about... Emma, Laura? Like, no joke, I think those two might work out best for me at this point. Best scared. I'm so worried. She has like 80 delay. She has a seal. Oh no, this could be bad. Yes, give me the option to save. We need it at this point. So she has seal. 80 delay. We could gear up for an anti-Sarah gear. Sleep Nightmare Fate Confused. She doesn't worry about seal, so that's fine. Poison Blind Burn. Sleep Fate Nightmare Confuse. Technically we got a better version of that now. And we need one that stops seal, most likely for you. Let's go with that. I'm a bit worried about what you're gonna really be chunking out of this, so let's hope for the best, eh? I guess Rean and Laura should be teamed up. But then I doubt we're going to be knocking them down too much anyway. And Emma should be using spells, but she won't be imbalancing anyway. So that'll work out, I think. Do you know what? Get all the way back here. Just stay back. We're spreading our team out. That'll work, right? What's our special criteria then? That's the other problem. What if I don't have a right character able to do what I need to do? It doesn't seem like she intends to hold back against us. I have no doubts of her expertise in combat. Even if we don't win, I want to see just how much we can do. Well, if you were ever holding anything back before, now's the time to pour it all in.
I take it you're all ready? You've been studying and training here half a year now. I think you might finally be able to do it. Now, show me you've got what it takes to pass with flying colors. Right.
That's if her crafts work anywhere near the same as they normally do, of course. Meet the following condition. No one reaches low HP during the battle. Win in less than 40 turns.
Here we go.
Well, I don't know how much HP you've got to begin with anyway. Or if you are weak to stuff like this. I don't think we got any delay, did we? Do I want to go Radiant Wings first and increase my defense? I'm over when we're spread out enough.
It's my turn. Analyzing the enemy's vitals.
27k HP. No one goes low. That's the main problem I have.
All complete.
If she uses an S-Craft, we're screwed. Right, so she's Fate is the most she's weak to. Blind Sleep. 80 delay is not really going to happen by the look of it. We managed to dodge because she's an evade god at the moment, so that's good. We've got Flame Impact now. Burn and Faint with Unbalance. Why don't we try that out?
Burn to ash.
Burn to ash? That's a bit rude.
Go.
I was wondering if we might get the Faint in there.
My turn.
We did get the burn in, so that's great.
Shatter.
The only problem is everyone's getting quite close together.
Go.
Okay.
I'm a bit worried about that.
Oh, Moon, shield us from harm. Crescent shell.
Stand down!
Oh! And she crit!
Bad. Time for the kid gloves to come off.
You ain't got no gloves.
Go!
I think we need to just bust out our S-crafts and mess her up. I think it's that time, don't you? Just a normal attack will do.
Go!
Oh, especially when that's going to hit.
Of course.
Let's just go for a normal attack then, and then
Hey!
follow it with that.
Behold the might of the Arcade School! Radiant Blade Dance!
Phew!
You've come a long way.
You still have a lot of training to do.
Where's Angelica? Of course we were 3-on-1, but still. I'll take you on with 3, Angelica. With Laura power of
I
critical.
feel like I'm growing stronger.
I've only just begun.
With the added unbalance of Emma. With Detector. Of course, Elliot could do that too. But the active party's bonds have been strengthened. Don't really need to be. But we got it. AP increased by 2 as well. Hey, why are we tired? We're good. Did we manage to defeat her? It took all 3 of us finding in top form to eke out a narrow victory. Nicely done. I can't believe how far you've all come in just 6 months. I know you've been honing your team tactics, but I wasn't expecting such a top-rate performance from you so soon. You know what? As your instructor, that's the best feeling in the world. Okay, that's 1 group down, 3 more to go. I'll call you in groups of 3, so be ready to jump in when I call your name. Complete lies. I wasn't really dead. I wasn't really hurt. I'm not even tired. Did you really damage me? She's still lying. Is she even human? Multiple groups with multiple opponents in every group, and she was still able to put up a fight against all of us. She's on a completely different level. We'll need to redouble our efforts and training if we hope to match her. You can say that again. Phew, I'm spent. What if I use you as a pillow, Emma? What? Here? What, it's fine elsewhere? Have you no shame? Looks like there's still some life in her yet. She's the only person I know who can fight 4 back-to-back battles and still have the energy for wisecracks. Don't get me wrong, I'm genuinely impressed with how far you've come. Now I can tell you where you're headed for your field study without any worries. This is fine! Up we go! Alright, again while they're hot. Okay, field study for September. We're going to Rua, the industrial metropolis. We're going to Alyssa's home, aren't we? Emma's in the other group with Laura. We've used this guy as a million. We did get Crow like I thought. Macius, Elliot, Fee. I see my group possibly being Rean, Alyssa, Fee, Elliot. Or maybe Crow, I don't know. Interesting choices. Rua and Ordis. Those are 2 of the Empire's largest cities, right? Well, technically they are. Rua's far from small, but Ordis is kind of on another level. The 2nd largest city in the Empire with over 400,000 people. Also happens to be the stronghold of Duke Cayenne, the noble faction's de facto leader. Are you out of your mind? You want us to drag this hyperactive chatterbox straight into the noble faction's largest stronghold? He does make a good point. Ordis is hostile territory for her, no 2 ways about it. They find you poking around, they'll burn you at the stake. I'm not that worried. I've snuck into Ordis plenty of times before, and this time I've got you guys with me. I'll be fine. This is no laughing matter. I'm a bit concerned too. As am I. Ordis is quite far from here. If something were to happen... Not worry, we're thinking about what to do about that. Still, you're not in for a laid-back vacation, that much I can say for certain. That goes for the group heading to Rua too. I say that wrong all the time. The Rhinefoot group is based out of Rua, isn't it? But Rua's also part of Marquis Rogner's domain, and he's the head of one of the 4 great houses. Angelica's stubborn old man, huh? He's supposed to be a real hardliner, even among the big shots in the aristocracy. That's true, but the Imperial Army also runs a military factory in the vicinity. The Rhinefoot group isn't aligned with either faction, but I can imagine there are more than a few ongoing complications. Really? Sounds like trouble if you ask me. Why would my father and the other members of the board choose destinations like those in dangerous times like these? Well, like I said, we're thinking those issues over. With the Academy's annual festival coming up next month, there's no field study being planned. So this is your last chance, or your chance, to show off all the know-how you've gained from your previous field studies. Make whatever preparations you need to, and when Saturday rolls around, travel with your heads held high. Class 7 has done a damn good job so far. The only reputation you guys have to live up to now is your own. Thank you, Instructor.
Your rank's gone up.
Ooh, A2.
Here's a little something from the Academy.
An aura jacket has been obtained as a perk. An actual bit of gear. What's that going to give me? And will it give an actual aura?
Thank you for everything.
No problem, Towa.